Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having a great day. It is your boy King Sinbad. But as always guys, you guys can call me Sin. And guys, I got you a new good juicy what if. And obviously if you click by the, you guys already know the title, but for those of you who don't, this is what if Naruto was the son of Orochimaru. Alright, so yeah, he's gonna basically look like he's 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 gonna look like Mitsuki. I'm just saying. But I am going to be, his personality is gonna be different. And let me tell you, he's gonna have a buttload of jutsus. I'm just saying, and genjutsus, and yeah, taiju. And don't worry, guys, he's gonna get the Dragon Sage mode. You know, I've actually been rewatching. I'm about to, because I've completely forgot where I last left off on Boruto, so I'm having to completely restart the entire series and watch through all that filler. Once you get past the filler of Boruto, it actually starts getting good. The filler, you just gotta get past the filler. If you can get past the filler, you're good. Boruto is actually a pretty good show. It's Boruto is now like on the level of Part 1 Naruto. It's not on Naruto Shippuden level, but it's getting there. It just takes time. But anyway, moving on. In order for me to make sense of this what if, there's only one way for me to make sense of this. Well, Orochimaru, well, he decides he wants to have a son. And, you know, since he's been doing a lot of research on Senju and Uchiha, Uzumaki, he sees that Uzumakis and Senjus have, at some point, have come from the same origin. And he traced it back to Ashura, who was the son of Sage of Six Paths. So, considering he doesn't want to go, you know, mate with Tsunade, he says, you know what, screw it, Kushina. So, he infiltrates the village at night, and he sees Kushina. Now, he doesn't know, and honestly, I'm pretty sure he doesn't really care. He knows, Kushina's with Minato at this time, and Minato hasn't even presented the idea of, you know, having kids yet. So, well, no, actually, I'm pretty sure it has come up. But anyway, moving on. Minato is at the 4th Hokage's office. This is when Orochimaru infiltrates and puts Kushina under a genjutsu to think that it's Minato and her getting busy, but in reality, it's actually Orochimaru and Kushina who are actually getting busy. Oh god, I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate in the comments, but oh well, who cares? Alright. So anyway, Orochimaru, he does his business. He gets her pregnant. I'm pretty sure you guys know what's coming up next. Now, of course, Orochimaru can't just stay there, so he leaves. Minato, you know, he's feeling a little stressed, so he takes care of his business. Well, let's just say this: there was no bullseye. But anyway, 9 months later, Kushina, you know, she's pregnant, obviously. So Minato, he's excited, you know, he thinks he did it, but no, okay. But anyway, hold on. Oh god, oh, I felt like my eyeballs were about to pop out of my head. That hurt. Ugh. But anyway, False alarm. All right. Anyway, it's time for Kushina's birth. I mean, no, not Kushina. It's time for Kushina to give birth to Naruto. Now, Orochimaru, he's, I'm pretty sure he's already calculated the date. So, Orochimaru's, he kind of kills one of the medic ninjas, and he pretends just to, be them, because I'm pretty sure Orochimaru could figure it out. But anyway, this is when when Naruto, he is born. So, yeah, Naruto, I mean, obviously, the only thing that's still going to be the same about him is that his gender is male. I mean, that's basically it. That's basically it. I mean, he's a boy. He's a boy. He's a man. He's a male. So, yeah, that's... Now, tell me, if, maybe, just if, which females do you want Naruto to get with in this? Like, do you want him to get with Karin? I could see that happening in some weird way, but I could see it happening. I really don't know what else, but anyway, Kushina, she gives birth to Naruto. Now, of course, everybody knows with childbirth comes the weakening of a seal. Now, this is when Obito comes in, and he's about to, snatch Naruto, but Orochimaru, of course, being ahead, he jumps out of his cloak, grabs Naruto, and Obito's like, dang, frick. And Minato, he's like, oh, crap, it's him. But no, for Minato saying, Orochimaru, what are you doing here? He says, oh, well, you see, I'm just coming to claim what's mine. You see, after all, this is my son. And when Minato actually looks closer, he actually sees that Orochimaru's not lying. Kind of looks like Orochimaru, but it also, in a way, still looks like Kushina. So, Minato's freaking conflicted. He's like, what the frick? And this is when, of course, Orochimaru tells Minato what happened. And, of course, Obito already just ducked out of there because he didn't expect Orochimaru to be there. So, that kind of spoiled his plans. So, he kind of had, what, screw it. So, he's like, I'm out. But then Orochimaru is saying, well, you see, I placed Kushina under a genjutsu to make it look like I was you. And then, of course, and then that's when Kushina remembered, wait, huh? That's when she remembers at first she just paid nothing to it, and so Kushina, she didn't even know, so Minato's not even mad at her. So, but Minato's ticked off at Orochimaru. He says, you forced yourself onto my wife? And Orochimaru says, well, no, not technicality. After all, she thought it was me. Well, she thought it was you, so she let me get on her. And Minato says, you're gonna die! And Orochimaru says, see you later, fourth Hokage. And of course, this is when he disappeared. And now Minato's like filled with rage. Now, obviously, Minato, he's not mad that the fact that the baby, because, of course, it's not the baby's fault. Shoot. But, Kushina, I mean, she's still sad. I mean, that's still her kid. It's just unfortunate it was with the wrong person. But anyway, alright. I'm gonna be serious. Alright, but anyway. Anyway. This is when we begin Naruto's different. Very, very different childhood. Now, Orochimaru is actually going to treat Naruto a whole lot different. Now, remember, Naruto does not have Kurama inside of him. He does not have the Nine Tails inside of him. But if the story goes how I want it to go, I mean, he can get it back, but he's really not going to need it. I'm just going to be saying. Now, Naruto, he's still the reincarnation of Ashura. So, yeah. Anyway, but yeah, Naruto is going to look very much like Mitsuki here. So, Naruto, he's training at 5 years old. Naruto says, "Hey, Dad," and Orochimaru says, "What is it?" And he says, you know, who's my mom? And Orochimaru, he just says, "Kushina Uzumaki." And Naruto, he's like, "Oh, well, can I see her?" And then Orochimaru just kind of has an idea. He says, "Yes, one day you can see her, but not right now." And Orochimaru says, "You see, you have to get stronger first." And then this is when Orochimaru, kind of begins to set its plan into motion. And, well, of course, Naruto, he begins, his training. Now, obviously, he's going to have a contract with the snakes. Him being around Orochimaru and all. And he also picks up Kabuto's chakra dissection blade technique. Where he covers his hand with chakra and then sharpens it to become like that of a very razor sharp blade. Yeah, that. And of course, he has, white snakes. And this is when Orochimaru says, "Alright, Naruto, follow me." And of course, Naruto says, "Okay." And this is when, they're, at the Hidden Leaf Village, but, they're on top of a very tall tree. Orochimaru points his finger and says, "Look down there." And Naruto looks down there, and he sees a woman with red hair, along with 3 kids. Well, actually 4 kids. 2 boys and 2 girls. Yeah, Minato is kind of dead. So, yeah. But that was only after, it took a whole year for them to finally just, for Kushina, to, starting to want to have children again. So she had, she gave birth to 2 sons and 2 daughters. Of course, Minato had to split the Nine Tails into 2 halves. He sealed half of it into Kushina, so that way she can stay alive, and put the other half into one of the elder sons. Now, of course, I don't have their names right now, so if you guys want to name them, you guys can. And this is when Naruto says, "Well, can I go down there?" And Orochimaru says, "No." He says, "No, you can't, because, you see, they honestly forgot about you, Naruto." And this is when Orochimaru starts putting seeds, of hatred towards the Hidden Leaf. he says that there was a man, and of course now he's referring to Minato, that was trying to come between him and Kushina. Now, obviously, this is a bold-faced lie, but except for the part, that Orochimaru is his biological father. So, yeah. And actually, he split the Nine Tails into 4 quarters and put it in each of the children. The third Hokage was able to save Kushina before it was too late. And of course, Minato died from sealing the Nine Tails. And of course, this is when, of course, Kushina's still alive, but obviously, and this is when Orochimaru says, each one of those children right now are currently more stronger than you because they possess the nine-tailed fox. They're Jinchuriki. And then this is when Naruto starts saying, all right then, let's go. And then of course, this is when Orochimaru says, but I can make you stronger than them. And then this is when Naruto looks at him and he says, yeah, I'm gonna get back at the Hidden Leaf Village for what they did. And drove a wedge between our family. Now, of course, now Naruto has I can't think of the word, it's escaping my mind. But now he has a reason to why he wants to destroy the Hidden Leaf. But this is when Orochimaru says, alright, are you ready to begin, Naruto? And this is when Naruto says, yeah, let's do this. Now, of course, he starts training and training until he's like near the age of, 12. I'm just going to say 12. This is when Orochimaru goes to Ryuchi Cave, which is where you go learn how to learn Dragon Sage mode. Now, of course, the big, gigantic white snake. Now, obviously, Naruto has huge chakra reserves. Even though he doesn't have the Nine Tails, Uzumaki's they just have huge, large chakra reserves. Not only that, his dad is also a legendary Sannin, so he also has large chakra reserves. Now, Orochimaru has not tampered with any of Naruto's DNA. Well, yet. But you'll see what I mean later. So anyway, the Grand Elder White Snake bites Naruto and starts injecting, natural energy. Now, I actually did not know this. I had to rewatch what Sage Chakra actually meant. Now, each Sage mode has a different, use. For instance, the Frog Sage mode, or the Toad Sage mode, utilizes the natural chakra around them as a part of themselves. Meanwhile, the Dragon Sage mode allows you to breathe life into inanimate objects, such as rocks, trees, the ground, you name it. Basically, that's what can happen. And he can manipulate it and bend it to his will, which is pretty OP when you think about it, considering that is a form of matter manipulation. And that is a godlike ability when you think about it. That is a god-level ability. Now, of course, Naruto gets right now he's at an imperfect level of sage mode. If you guys are wondering what it looks like, you see the purple rings around Orochimaru's eyes. That's basically what the imperfect. However, his eye goes to like a golden yellow, and the pupil goes slit like a snake or a dragon. And now his snakes have the his snakes are still white, but when he's like this, the snakes have the purple ring around it, around their eyes. But when he is able to master perfect Dragon Sage mode, hold on, I'll show you. When he masters perfect Dragon Sage mode, you know, obviously he's gonna have chakra coming out. He's gonna. Do you guys want it to be green or red? I mean, I can still keep it green if you guys want me to. I think, yeah, I should probably keep it green. Like, but if you guys want me to, I'm just gonna keep it green. Screw it, I'm gonna keep it green. And it's gonna be like almost like a chakra mode almost. But he's going to grow that horn in the middle of his forehead, and but this is the incomplete version. This is the complete version right here. Yeah, right here. This is the complete version. So yeah, this is where right now he's only mastered the, incomplete version. So he's trying to figure out, obviously you have to stand still in order to gather natural energy. However, Orochimaru found a loophole. And that's, of course, to inject him with Jugo's clan's Kekkei Genkai, which would be the curse mark. So he bites Naruto on the neck, injecting some of, he injects the curse mark into Naruto to allow him, because the curse mark will rapidly start gathering in natural energy or natural chakra or nature energy or nature chakra or yeah. So even when he's on the move, his curse mark is constantly drawing in natural energy or nature energy, nature chakra or natural chakra, whatever. You guys know what I'm talking about. So obviously, because since he can handle more of a dosage than most people can, so this way he's able to. If you guys are wondering what his curse mark second stage is going to look like, it's going to look like this. Hold on. Yeah, it's going to look like this. Except, minus the snake coming out of his stomach. I thought that was stupid. So, just minus the snake coming out of his stomach. So, just minus the snake coming out of his stomach. And the rest of his body becoming scaly. And him growing 4 horns on the side of his head. So, yeah. But yeah, this is what he's gonna look like. I'm gonna keep it green, but yeah, I'm gonna keep the chakra color green when he masters perfect Dragon Sage mode. So yeah, this is when now, Naruto, he's already, on a high level. So he can do, summon, white snakes, and of course regular snakes. But he mainly uses white snakes. He actually has a fondness or I don't want to say an attraction to white snakes, but he has a fondness to. He prefers to use white snakes over normal snakes because white snakes are more deadlier and they look cooler. So, yeah. So anyway, Orochimaru's trained him in taijutsu, kenjutsu, ninjutsu, and of course genjutsu. Now his ninjutsu abilities comprise of summoning reanimation, summoning Rashomon gate, and it goes up to the 3 gates. Of course, summoning Manda and summoning other snakes. He also possesses the 8-headed serpent jutsu that Orochimaru has. He also possesses lightning, wind, water, earth, and fire. So he possesses all 5 chakra natures. This is because of injecting, not really injecting more DNA into him, but he implanted Hashirama cells inside of him. But since he's half Uzumaki, so it really easily just blended into his Uzumaki blood. Because Orochimaru is going to get him as close to the Sage of 6 Paths as possible. And of course, we all know the Rinnegan is the best way to get close. But anyway, I'm going to leave it off right here, guys. But this is only part 1, so be ready for part 2, where I'm going to actually be explaining what else Orochimaru is planning on doing. But anyway, Orochimaru says, before I end it off here, Orochimaru says, "Alright, now that you are starting to get closer to obtaining the perfect Dragon Sage mode, you'll be strong enough to take on the Leaf Village if you so wanted to. However, you're going to be working as a double agent. So 1, you get to be closer with your mother and your brothers and sisters. Meanwhile, you're also going to be feeding me information about when would be the most opportune moment to strike." And this is when Naruto says, "Yes, father, as you command." But I'm going to leave it right here, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me what you guys thought about this video. And don't forget to turn that bell notification on so that way you guys can stay posted on all of my awesome content. And don't forget to share this video with all your friends on social media. So without further ado, guys, see you guys later. Peace out, mi amigos.